Good afternoon, welcome to my channel. I'm anything but an expert, and I've been living in a caravan park now for 3 years, and we've owned our retro cabin for 10 years. And I'm thinking there are probably people who would like to know more about this, and maybe I can give some information about the pros and cons. Is it good to be in a caravan park? Is it as bad as what people say? Is it an economical choice? I think there's lots to talk about, and I think that this time in the world where things are very expensive, I think people are really looking for alternatives, and why not have a think about this? It is, as you can see, I live in a lovely location. It's very peaceful, very quiet, and very economical, very affordable. So let's talk about it. We bought this cabin 10 years ago because we were working away. This cabin is located in an area that we both grew up in, and we were working away, and we wanted somewhere that we could come back to this place and keep in touch, and also it would be a home base for us. So luckily my husband knew where this location was, because it's not mainstream, it's a quiet bush setting, and it's certainly not resort status, and it is not it's not the lifestyle village. It is a caravan cabin park, and we decided that we would buy this place so that we could come here and just spend downtime, kind of like a bolt hole where you could go when you needed a bit of a reprieve from the pressure of work. I still work full time, but I mostly work from the cabin. And so then in the pandemic, when things got a bit crazy, we moved here full time, because at that stage with the lockdowns, we sort of had to make a choice of where we're going to be, in our house or in here. And we decided to move here full time, and haven't regretted it. 3 years, it's been absolutely fantastic. So the question really is what do you need in life? Do you need a big house? Do you need a house? Can you downsize? That's a bit of an overused term, isn't it, downsizing? But do you want to release a bit of equity in a house that you've got? Do you want to live a different lifestyle? Do you want to not mow the lawns every single weekend? Do you want the security of knowing that if you go away, someone else is looking after the place? Like, we have managers here on site 24/7. There are a lot of single people here who feel very safe and secure. All the services come, so if they've got NDIS, they come out here and help out. You get your groceries are delivered if you want. Even good old Dan Murphy's will deliver. So but is this what you would be happy with? There's a lot to think about before you go into a place like this, but I think sometimes we get to a crossroad in life where we do have to think about what is it that's going to serve us the best. And sometimes staying in a house that's got a lot of expenses to do with maintenance, and maybe there's some isolation as well, because some places are great where you've got really good neighbours, and you've got your networks, but also there are plenty of times where people feel like they're in the middle of a town or the middle of a city and they still feel very lonely. So this sort of environment is a really good alternative if you're looking for affordability, peaceful companionship, without everybody sticking their nose in. Nobody's like that here. There's a lot of support if someone's ill. There's plenty of people here that will check in on you, and pets are welcome here. So yeah, there's a lot to be said for thinking a little bit differently to perhaps the mainstream of I must have a house no matter what. Pretty general in my comments so far, and I haven't really talked to any facts and figures, But that's something I'll talk about more as I get further into this exploration of the Australian choice of living in a caravan park. Or similarly, I suppose, living in a lifestyle village. We chose this caravan park because it suits us. We're outdoors people, we love the bush, we've got the four-wheel drive, the caravan, we camp, both motorbike riders too. This place suits our personalities because we don't mind the gravel roads, we don't need a clubhouse to go and have drinks. We've got spaces here where we come together as a community and enjoy our social evenings, and we even celebrate each other's birthdays. And so this suits us, and I get that not everyone else is going to look at this and think, oh, I don't know about that. It's perhaps not glitzy enough and not glamorous enough, but this suits us very well, and I'm sure that there are a lot of people who would envy the lifestyle that we've got here. And so listen along. I will get into the detail in future videos, so subscribe, I guess, and I'll let you know when there's another video coming out. And I might even do some lives from time to time so people can ask questions. Yeah, don't think that living in a house is the only way to live and battle on. And because here's my little secret. My little secret is that I'm a financial counsellor, and I do get a lot of conversations. I have had a lot of conversations in my 13 years as being a financial counsellor with people who are struggling and going without and being miserable, all for the sake of a house. And as Dave Ramsey says, a house should be a blessing, not a burden. So when things get like that for you, there are alternatives, and I really welcome you to consider what are some different choices that you could make and still be happy or happier. So I'll see you later. The soil here is not real good. I will admit it's a bit hard to have a beautiful garden here, but we've made the best of it, and we've got this. Look at my azalea, isn't that going beautiful? And beside that I've got a little mandarin tree that's coming along. I thought we might have lost it last year, but I've done some fertilising and bit of ground soil improvement, and it's coming along quite well this year, and it even has some flower buds on it coming, so that's a promising sign. And the irises are starting to come out, and we've got little birds nesting here. We've got little fire-tailed finches that are nesting in the shrubs here, and in under our veranda in one of my hanging pots I've got some little robins in there that are nesting as well. So it's a really interesting little place to be, and quite a busy little place for the little wildlife. We have our echidnas wandering around. We have the turtles coming out of the dam. They'll be coming out soon to lay eggs. We have kangaroos. Yeah, very enjoyable. So this is 10 years on. This is not the cabin we started with. It is, I mean, the cabin is there, but this is not what we started with. We started with a very, very basic cabin, and over the years we've made many improvements, and the biggest improvement was putting the big flyover over the top to give us the carport and to protect the structure. And so that's made things a little cooler in summer and a little warmer in winter. Yeah, we're very cozy, very comfortable, very cozy.